together ever since 4th grade, some even before that. We'll have our different cliques in school, but when we're on the court, we're all like best friends still. And I know Sam Smith's one of my best friends, and everyone else is still one of my best friends. But we each have our own friends, but I just said friends about 14 times. Going into junior year, like there's a bunch of talk about how we're snotty and like try to get our own way and whatnot, but I think our senior year we really came together and made it a good run and had a great year.
Well, this season was pretty much amazing. Having 6 seniors was pretty cool because there wasn't just one great player. There was 6 amazing players along with other players too. Was that it? Yeah. Okay.
Township, Sir Melly, the accountant's office.
Tomorrow night, have someone call you. Here they come.
The team this year was pretty awesome. We did great. We worked well together as one. Something that we've been trying to do for 4 years. We finally got it together this year. Couldn't be any prouder of my team.
Chief, do it right. Go through it and just do it right. That's what we're asking for.
Before the game, well, we walk in the locker room, there's a bunch of balloons and those horns things, and we're just all pumped and everything like that. We all just kept blowing our horns and we were really excited. We thought we pretty much...
In here, like little jump shots and shooting and making copies, but we can't let her catch the ball here. We gotta make sure that we're talking. So you step up a little bit, almost like a 3-1-2, and then we rotate and say there we're talking to you about. Okay?
Before the game, we were all just really excited. We had the locker room all set up and whatnot, and all the parents and the players, and it was the 8th and 7th grade. Yeah, 8th and 7th grade. Made a little tunnel for us to walk through, which was awesome. Yeah, and that got us all real pumped up, and everyone got real emotional about it.
Attitudes are good. I told you yesterday, I get nervous about big games. I've been thinking about this game for a while. I'm sure you have. They're not better than us, okay? And the way I look at it, we're going down there more. We're playing for us. We're playing for South Vegas more, okay? There's a whole lot of people that have interest in what we do more. All right, now we do. And the newspaper guys are saying that boy, it's really unexpected what happened the first time. You know. Whatever. All right? It was unexpected as far as we're concerned, too. But we know what to expect. It happened to us last year. We rebounded, we gave it a game. Okay? But this year, we just got to take that next step off. We got to be down here tomorrow with the idea that we're not as physical as what we were. Sometimes, it takes away from our game. All right? And now we're down in numbers. Helen's not here, Kelsey's not here. So, it can't be someone cut through the lane. One of these, all right? It's got to be making sure we're playing smart. But we got to get out and we got to play physical. We got to get back to that last time we were going to play United. Because we're probably not going to see another tournament. We're going to get knocked off. But we're going to see
spotlight thing, which was really cocky, so that made it was like a celebration for them. Like they took it as a joke, but
And now the starting lineup for your United Golden Eagles. The Eagles are coached by Roger Ziegler, assisted by Terry Allen, Ian Castro, and Buster Wolf. Starters from tonight's game.
everyone was real loose during the game, and we just felt good about it. We were all really chill. I don't know what to say. During the game, we didn't give up. We just kept punching them and just kept going at it.
Gotta go. All right. Woo! Raiders. She got 17 points. Yeah, she was hot there. It's over now. Put your picture on the clock.
It felt absolutely amazing when we won. Beating United the first time since freshman year felt amazing, and our hard work finally paid off.
After the game, it feels like I still am in the best mood. Everyone's in the best mood for like days.
It was the best feeling ever. I don't think I've ever been so excited about a game that I still felt like I was part of it the whole time.
Throwing your status.
And I really realized that game that a team victory is still my victory even if I'm not able to play. And so it was just an awesome win, and I'm so proud of everyone, and I can't wait to see where this takes us next.
Number 10, senior Kenzie Piper. Number 11.
Not just continuing chemo, just because it's too bad. And the next day she died. So she must have been going down.
Once again, going into my senior year, I was coming off tore my ACL my sophomore year, so half my junior year I had to sit out. And it was really hard coming back because I was just trying so hard to fit back into the team and kind of blend with everyone. But sometimes it doesn't work like that. You can't force things to happen, and you just going in the summer and regrouping with everyone. I just felt more a part of the team, and I had more to play in team success than I did with my ACL. But it was really hard coming back, but I'm definitely glad I did. Being the point guard, it's a leadership position, and going into my senior year, Coach told me he expected a lot of me, and it was kind of tough. It was like you had a weight on your shoulders, but it really didn't feel like that. It just, when things went right, everyone, you would get credit for it. When things went bad, people would badger you for it. It was kind of like being a coach almost, like you were there for emotional support. You were there for everyone on your team, and you had to be because that was what your position was. But I basically just got everyone where they needed to be and distributed the ball to the scorers, and that's why we won games, getting people to score.
Okay. I feel like I could always depend on Ken to give me the ball, unlike a lot of other guards. I'm just kidding. I was just kidding. I made that up. I saw me. Anyways,
all right.
I'm just kidding. But I heard. But and her defense was huge, along with her offense. She improved a lot this year, I feel, and couldn't have done it without her.
Our second United game, when we obviously won, Kenzie was a huge asset in that game. She had
she was amazing.
30 points and 500 threes. But anyways.
But who's counting?
But who's counting? She was one of the captains of our team, and I think she deserved that spot because she would always pick everyone up, and when we were all down.
One's in the lab. Joshua.
During my senior year, not my senior season, I decided to do the Kent-Salem senior sophomore program. People ask me all the time why I did it, and first of all, it was free. All the books were paid for, and I have 1 year of college basically out of the way. So when I'm 21, I'll be making money. That's what I'm most excited about. But I took one class at South Range, and it was government. But it was kind of like I don't want to be mean or anything, but it was a joke compared to like college. It was really hard, and especially during basketball season when like all my time was consumed. Like at Kent, everything's based off of 4 tests. Basically, there's no busy work, there's no like extra credit or anything to make up for points. So it was really tough. But I don't regret it at all because it prepared me for next year when I'm actually going to go to college. But I'll admit it was hard during basketball, just by the mere fact that I wasn't really connected with anyone at the school. So if stuff was happening, cancellations, like time changes, it was tough to stay like in touch.
No.
You're old enough here.
Yeah. I have to do the in-call classes and then
You've done the class.
He's tall.
Oh, there's like 3 of them.
Those are all. Even at a young age, me and Mackenzie used to play basketball all the time. We would play pickup games in our front yard of old basketball hoop, and any ball that we could find that would at least be halfway inflated. We were competitive. We sometimes even got into fist fights and so on and so forth. But when we grew up, I mean, we split up and played our own games and eventually got onto teams, and our schedules have been so different. Whenever I was home, she would be at practice. Whenever she was home, I would be at practice, and then from there we wouldn't have any time to really socialize, and I guess we were just too tired to talk about much about basketball games. But I've gone to most. Ever since 7th, 8th grade, I've gone to most of the games. I think I've only missed as many as I can count on my hands.
Stop! That's not even fair. That's not even fair. This game's garbage.
First, you're gone. You're done.
All in all, she's just a great player. She's worked so hard over the years, and she's really bettered herself and her game, and her character is a little bit feisty at times, but other than that, she's a great player. But I do think that I may be the better basketball player. Haven't really played her that often or very recently, but I think I got her. Come on. Yes! Yes!
Being the older sibling, I guess I started in basketball first, but that's like one of the traditional sports we play, so I'm sure even if I didn't do it, Jake would have played it. But being the older sibling, I pretty much paved the way for everything he's allowed to do. When I got a cell phone, he got a cell phone because he complained to my mom that it was unfair when really it's not because I'm 2 years older. Anyways, just a bunch of stuff. Like, I wasn't allowed to drive in the winter when I first got my license, and he's allowed to drive in the winter. Like, it's outrageous, but I went to a lot of his games, and they were usually like after practice, so I had to like hustle to get there and whatnot. But some of our practices this year, I couldn't make some of his away games because when ours ended, their games were like starting. So, but yeah, he ran a point too. He took after me. I mean, I pretty much showed him everything he knew. Yeah, so pretty proud of that. He's a bit taller than me though, so I guess that helped him in the rebounding category, but I have him on everything else.
It's unbelievable, but it's actually yes, you should. I need to go to a specialist, but he told me if I'm not down that I have to
But I think what was important to me last night was being able to go out and play a game like that and to really just play our game, shut people down, focus on doing the right things right. And that's where we get better. I was talking with Mr. Dunham before the game, and he said, you know, I really think that what I see this year is your girls are getting better. And that's what it's all about. And that means a lot to me, okay? We could be 2-16. If someone says, you know what, you're really getting better. And I'm looking at Palestine. They're a lot better right now than they were the first time we played them. Okay? And that's what I told their coach. And that's what you want. At the end of the Springfield game, their coach told me, you know, I just want our girls to play as hard as your girls. That's what I want to see. Palestine said that last night. So when we start talking about playing hard and playing with pride and playing from your heart, that's what makes us as coaches feel better. I've seen you do the locking arms and things like that. I don't pay a lot of attention before the games. I try to focus on you girls and I try to make sure you're ready to go. When I see you doing some of the stuff that you do before the games, when you go out and you lock arms and you do whatever you do, that makes me proud to be a Raider. That makes me feel like we're doing something right. Okay, and there again, it doesn't come down to wins and losses. It comes down to you girls growing up, being part of something that's kind of special this year, okay? I was talking with somebody today about AAU basketball, JO volleyball, and some of the other things that go on. That's great, and I encourage people to do that, but when you look back 10 years, 20 years from now, and you look back on your life, you'll remember your high school teams more than you'll ever remember your AAU team, this coach, that. You'll remember specifically the kids you went to school with and your high school when we were freshmen. I sent a note to administration today. I said, whatever happens on Wednesday, we're cutting the nets down. If I got to bring my own ladder, my own scissors, we're cutting the nets down Wednesday. I don't care what the rules are. I don't care if that's important to us. That's what we've been talking about since the first day we walked into this gym. is winning the title and cutting the nets down. Wednesday, if we take care of business, we're doing that. And everybody's part of that. Freshmen are part of that. Seniors are part of that. Everybody that's connected with the team is part of that. So I'm going to try to make sure that that happens and that we stay focused. I want a good practice today, but I feel very prideful today. I don't know if that's even a word. I feel very proud that I'm a Raider. I feel very proud to be here in this locker room because what you girls are doing is really special. I mean, you're putting it together and you're playing really good team basketball, and that is just so important to our success. His father says goals are self-serving. If you want to have goals, play golf or tennis or run a 100-yard dash where it's all about you. But if you want to be successful in a team sport, then you have to become purposeful, which means, what can I do to make this team better? What can I do to become a better teammate? When you think like that, guess what happens? You become a better player too. This goes back to Mr. Dunham saying last night, he said, I think our freshmen have gotten a lot better, and obviously he's watched it for a couple of years. I think they've gotten a lot better this year because they've had to go against some serious good competition, and that's made them better. And you might not like it, you might not like going in there. I wouldn't want to rebound with some of these girls every day or take screens or whatever, but you're getting better because of it, and that's what team basketball is all about. And when we cut the nets down, that's why you're part of that, because without you guys, we wouldn't be where we're at, okay? Without us, I'm talking about the varsity, without these seniors, freshmen, you wouldn't be where you're at right now, okay? It's all part of being, it's all 22 plus the coaches, so that's what that's all about. But just going down through here.
Teach me to number my days and count every moment before it slips away, taking all the colors before they fade to gray. I don't wanna miss even just a second more of this. It happens in a blink, it happens in a flash, it happens in the time it took to look back. I try to hold on tight, but there's no stopping time. What is it I've done with my life? It happens in a blink, it happens in a blink. When it's all said and done, no one remembers how far we have run. The only thing that matters is how we have loved. I don't wanna miss even just a second more of this. It happens in a blink, it happens in a flash, it happens in the time it took to look back. I try to hold on tight, but there's no stopping time. What is it I've done with my life? It happens in a blink, it happens in a blink, it happens in a blink, it happens in a blink. Slow down, before the day becomes our yesterday. Slow down, before you turn around and it's too late. It happens in a blink, it happens in a flash, happens in the time it took to look back. I try to hold on tight, but there's no stopping time. What is it I've done with my life? It happens in a
Wait, I'm good? Like now? Oh,
Like go!
okay. Well, last year and the year before that, my biggest problem was confidence. And this year, I think I really overcame my low self-esteem with the help of all my teammates and all my coaches. And I think I really improved a lot this year.
Get that, man.
Individually, I think this was my best year playing. I just played that fun, and I knew it was my last year to leave it all on the floor. And I'm pretty proud of myself and my team.
Okay.
Ready?
Is my hair okay, Anthony?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, tell me what.
So,
Well, honestly, last year I thought I did awful. So this year, going out and just being with my girls, my 5 seniors that I love so much, made me play to the top of my level. I feel like I did pretty good this year.
And now for the Falcons. Number 1,
disappointed. I've been so upset about not being able to play, especially my senior year. But you know, I really felt like the girls have worked really hard and I knew they were going to get the win.
I feel like I improved this year a lot, and a lot of it was because of Coach D as well as everybody else. But when we split up into talls and smalls, I felt like he helped me a lot and gave me a lot of good moves and taught me how to take the dribble out and just to be quicker, along with Colleen, who came down and helped. And so I felt like I improved, and I couldn't have done that without my team.
Gab Naples, because she's just every day at practice, even though she wasn't the fastest person or she wasn't like the strongest person, she still showed like so much effort when we had to run 17s. Even though she was the last person every time across the line, she still like tried really hard and never gave up when we had to do line sprints and stuff.
well, I started to up on this one. But I've been playing with Lexi for quite some time. Oh my god. And at the Y is where it started, playing with the boys. We were always the only 2 girls in the league, and we always felt like we had to prove ourselves, which we did for the most part. And then playing for my dad, met a lot, and then he taught me a lot, and Lex went through him too. And then being able to play together for South Range was amazing. And this year we got to play together so much, and I'm really going to miss her. I know that I'll never be able to play an official game with her again, and it kills me. And she was just a lot of fun to play with, and going home on the rides home, we'd always talk about it. We still talk about it, and I just don't like that I won't be able to play with her again because she's such a fun teammate to have around. And I know that she'll step up next year in the years to come and get a lot accomplished.
Gab was so much fun. It really sucks that she's leaving, but I don't know. We're like pretty much best friends, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do next year. Wow. Just when you said that, I started to. I'm really gonna miss her. She taught me so much about everything, and her and my dad were like my biggest fans, and like everything I did, like she's the one who taught me, and she always pushed me to make me better no matter what, and we'd always go outside and play no matter what. She'd always win, but she'd always tell me how good I did and what I did good, but like it's pretty much like when your best friend leaves, like when they move away is what I feel like with Gab. Like she's, even though she's my sister and we get in fights, like she's my best friend, and I'm gonna miss her when she leaves next year and have no one with practice. And oh jeez, I don't know what I'm gonna do without her next year.
Coach Johnson is an amazing person. I couldn't be any happier with the team this year, and I couldn't be any happier with him coaching us. I look at him as like a father figure because he cares more about us than I think anybody other than his own family. He treats us as if we are his family, and I'm very thankful for him, and I couldn't ask for anything more. Thank you, Coach Johnson.
We ended up with Coach Johnson, and everyone was a little iffy about it. We weren't sure how we would react, and I think all our coaches knew coming in that we were a tough bunch, and not like a lot of things were said about us that weren't necessarily true, but we knew how to handle it. But Coach Johnson, I know like you can say like your team's like your sisters and whatnot, but it's like a cliche, but it really is. And Coach Johnson was like a dad to me. And being a point guard, you're kind of like one of the leaders of the team, and it was just Coach Johnson looked to me whenever, and I looked up to him, and he was really like my dad. He could make me cry saying this, but I'm gonna miss him. But yeah, his family is like my family, and the whole basketball team is family.
That is not good. Okay, let's get on to the good stuff. Springfield, friend of mine, and my nephew and his wife went to the game last night and talked about Springfield's coach telling East Palestine before the game, I wouldn't be surprised if we lost tonight because our girls, all they're talking about is South Range. And then they go and get beat. And I sent that out to you today, and this is what I got back from Darren. Darren said, Springfield cannot hang with us. How does a team prepare for a game against the best team, us, by losing to the worst team, East Palestine. Makes no sense. Sounds to me like Springfield girls have quit. So, I don't know if they quit. I don't know if they just played a bad game. I called East Palestine's coach. I called East Palestine's coach to ask him. He said that Springfield's coach didn't say anything like that to him, and he said that's not to say that he wouldn't. But he said the only thing I can say is that our girls played really hard. And he said, I was going to call you anyway, because he said, remember I told you after the game when we played them? He said, I hope my girls get to a point someday where they play as hard as your girls do. And he talked about every kid that played in the game. And he said, we played as hard as we could every second of that game. He said, Wayne, we have no talent at East Palestine, but we won on heart and hard work that last night. And he said, I'm really, really proud of my girls. And I was glad I called him because he was the first person that sent me a nice note about us beating United. So I was kind of glad that I called him and complimented him on getting that victory. Because it doesn't matter. This year, they lost 10 or 12 in a row. Okay, so beating Springfield, which is a rival for them too, he said it was awesome for his program. They may only win 3 games this year, but that was a big one for their program. So I don't know what to make of Springfield. I looked at it, we're winning 20-15 at half the first time we played them. We're a much better team than what we were. I don't think it's any, I'm not concerned, but we have a good practice plan. We're going to get out of here early if we can, but I want a good practice today. I want to get focused on being able to be ready to go tomorrow. JVs, you had the game in hand last time against them, and they came back and almost beat you, so you got to make sure you play the whole game. All right?
Why are we going to have
Shake your hand.
Oh, yeah. What's in hand?
It was terrible.
Great for softball. It's your sport. Again, it's all you can do.
Step out. Move. Good.
I've been going to the girls' game since I was a freshman in high school. I went to the first game, and there was literally no one in the gym. Parents maybe. And I turned to my brother and I said, wow, these girls are really, really good.
I think that our number one supporter this year is probably Anthony Hartwig, because he showed up at every game, whether it was 20 miles away or if it was at home.
Anthony came to all of our games, and the whole team really appreciated it. It meant a lot to us to have like that one person that we knew would always be there. Even when we were having our bad games, we wouldn't, he would always compliment us and how we play as a team. When you would go home and like your parents would be way worse, saying how like that was such an awful game, awful looking. We had our bad games, so we had our really good games there. So he was there for the good and bad. So, but yeah, it meant a lot, and the team really appreciated it. He came to our practices and everything, so he was definitely a part of the team. It takes a lot of time. He was there a lot, and when you count up the hours, it was a lot.
Anthony coming to all of our games, even like years before that too, was very helpful to us, because at least we could count on one person to be at our games, not including our parents or family members, whatever. And boyfriends, Canfield guys, But it really meant a lot to each and every one of us that he would come to all of our games, and he truly is our number one fan.
So I kept going to the games. I still didn't know that the girls really paid attention to me or anything like that. One of our last games was a tournament game. The team assistant walked up to me and they handed me a shirt, handed me a card, and all on the card, all the girls signed it, wrote their own little messages, and it was really cool.
So when Anthony came to our games, it was great because no matter where the game was, we knew we'd have at least one fan besides our parents. And it was just really great having a student there that followed us to all the way to Warren Harding and to districts, and everywhere we went, we always had a fan that was there, and it was just really great. And everyone loved the pictures that he got for us and the videos that he would post on our wall and everything. It was great having him there, and he really felt like part of the team, and everyone really enjoyed it, and it was just a great time having him there, and it was overall just awesome that we had more fans and that we always knew he'd be there to support us.
And after that, I guess you could say the rest is history. I went to all the games sophomore year, all the games junior year, and I've been to all the games this year, and that's how I became their number one fan.
It meant a lot that Anthony came to all of our games because we knew we could always count on at least one student being there. And missing his senior night at the boys' game to come to our game was big, and we all appreciated it. And he's our number one fan.
Anthony coming to our games really meant a lot to us. It really helped us, it encouraged us, and it's hard to find someone who's as dedicated as we are to the team. To have someone there to support us meant a lot to us. We're not used to that because it's hard finding people who are interested in like girls sports, and to actually know that it meant a lot to us and that we were really going somewhere this year. So thank you.
From Garfield, all right, which is a little skinny, arrogant, so-and-so, and Coach Durkin from Ursuline. Okay, those are the only two people. There's a lot of people. We're walking up this hill, and everybody's talking about their own teams. They're talking about Garfield, they're talking about Ursuline, and Lowville. I don't know where Lowville came from, but they're talking about Lowville. They're not even in our tournament. But we're walking up this hill, and we're talking about it, and I'm thinking, we should be talking about us. We're the number 2 seed. I'm like getting upset when we're walking up there. So I couldn't go back to sleep, so I ended up making sure I had bring it this morning so you could kind of go over this. But just to kind of cover this bracket, and I have the other ones, we'll post the whole bracket in there for you. But as you go down through this, I made notes, and since I didn't copy it here, but as you go down through this, Ursuline's number 1 seed. I believe they're 13-7 right now. Okay, they're deserving of the number 1 seed. Like Mooney, they play a lot of Division I schools. Mooney played 10 or 11 Division I schools this year, which they should. They're good too. But anyway, Ursuline's the number 1 seed, 13-7. We are the number 2 seed, which means everybody voted us number 2. Not everybody, but all the people who are smart voted us number 2. We're 18-2. They do the bracket. You put the number 1 seed in one bracket, the number 2 seed in the other bracket. If everything plays out the way it's supposed to play out, in the district finals, number 1 plays number 2. So that's what we're looking at. It's our job to prove out and earn the number 2. We haven't earned that yet until we start playing games in the tournament. So the goal is to play whoever comes out of the other bracket, whether that's Ursuline, Waterloo, LeBray's 12-8 now. LeBray's got a decent shot at beating United, I think. But as you get out through this, Champion is 15-5. Garfield is 14-6. LeBray is 12-8. LeBray just beat Champion too, by the way, so they're 12-8. Newton Falls 17-3. We're 18-2. United 16-4. Ursuline 13-7, and Waterloo's 12-8. So you have 8 teams that have legitimate shot of basically ending up playing for the finals, in my opinion. Actually, you don't have to play everybody, but the whole idea of this is that now I am thinking about the tournament. I'm ready to go. A lot of today's practice is based on that. We'll work a lot Monday on specific things. Tuesday do a lot of shooting, and then we play on Wednesday. We'll talk about this later, but we are the top line in the bracket, so we are the home team the first game, and then we'll be the away team. Bothered me last year because I didn't like our away uniform, so that was like part of my choice last year. This year, it doesn't matter, okay? So we are the home team to start. We will leave and take time to go watch some of the Newton Falls East Palestine game just so you can see it. We will watch Newton Falls film on Monday. I'm working on trying to get Champion and Garfield, but I hate to put time into both of them and then only have to play one of them. So I'll work on that. That's all about finishing, Starlo. That's good. That's good.
Officiating experience. Phil Wellbush with 41 years of basketball officiating experience. And Ronald Wolf with 19 years of basketball officiating experience.
Goal number 1, girls. Let's go.
Next.
We're gonna have a good practice.
Next. No, we gotta get the seniors like it.
Oh, you're going age-wise, except for you, Ellen. You licked somewhere.
sorry.
Yeah, did you lick it? It's awkward. Lick it out.
I know. Lick basketball. Next.
I've seen him do a lot of things in basketball. I've never seen that.
Let's go.
Juniors.
I'm gonna lick the whole thing.
Get my camera.
Someone get in there and get a sophomore sloppy one.
I was coaching 8th grade. I
Take it
had
from
2 girls that were good. I was like, whoever wants to start, lick the ball. And the one that
I don't want to lick it. I don't know. What's the freaking? You licked right where I licked.
Alright, let's go.
Don't judge us. Do not judge us.
Yum, 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 yum.
Please don't put this on Facebook.
You know what? We still love you. We're together. 1, 2, 3.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineups for tonight's contest. Head coach for South Range Lady Warriors, Ray Johnson. Head coach for the champion Golden Treasures, Jeff Thompson. Coordinators, number 10, Mackenzie. The Golden Flashes, number 10, Lindsay Sweetness. For the Lady Raiders, number 11, Tabitha Stanton. For the Golden Flashes, number 11, Jordan Scott. For the Lady Raiders, number 20, Samantha Smith. For the Golden Flashes, number 22, Brianna Lewis. For the Lady Raiders, number 23, Gabrielle Maples. For the Golden Flashes, number 35, Haley McAllister. For the Lady Raiders, number 32, Emily Steven. And for the Golden Flashes, number 51, Mackenzie Kaiser.
probably go out. But part of what I want to do is if we can get them out away from the basket, most of United's offense is right in here. And when they attack United, they run that motion and they go from there and they bring it right into the corner. That's right where she went. So if we can move her out. Now they say this. When we move her out and Sam drives in, you can't have 4 people watching Sam drive in. They go. You gotta slow that down. United slowed it down in the second half because they got in front of it and stopped it and made it go elsewhere.
Offensive board, should we just have somebody like stay back because it's so fast?
Yes.
You're black.
Yeah. Yes. I need 4 people going. I don't need, everyone was talking about this last night during the game. When we got them spread, they played us man and we got them spread, we got a shot, or we penetrated and put up a shot, and we just had people standing watching. And I don't want to do this. That means one shot. If you got 32 in here, you got one shot, she's got the rebound, and they're going. And we're standing. So that's what I said, we got to play the game. And we got to go to the court. Alright? Key to this is make sure we keep it spaced. And when we do pass, go screen away. You can basket cut, read and basket cut, but as soon as you start cutting, if there's nothing here, you can't jog. You can't come through with a jog. You start coming, you got to get out. You got to come in and get out. It can't be a jog. Okay? Because they're going to make us play at a faster pace. They're going to play at the pace we want to play at too. Alright? I think if they do that, it benefits you, it benefits you, it benefits you for sure. That's how we want to play. Half court. Alright? The thing I want to do, as you watch, if you got the ball, I'm right up here and I'm playing like this. Right? And if they're playing on the ball, they don't give you any room. Coach Glenn was working on it. You got to be strong. You can't catch it on the perimeter as a guard. You can't catch it and do this. Alright? Because they're right on you and you're only passing here and here. You can't do that. The first half, they killed United with that. They just got some pressure. Once their guards turn face up and you're strong with it, you're fine. You got to turn and face the basket. You can't drive to the basket when you do this. The only thing you can do is make a pass this way. So you got to turn this way. You got a shot, you can drive.
last game, I just had to play good. It was my arch nemesis. Even though I am still very good friends with girls from Ursuline, it just felt good playing good against them. Because we didn't win.
I'm really going to miss everyone this year. Freshmen to seniors and the coaches, all of them. I'm going to miss all of them, even Eric and Ryan. I count you guys. And we went through a lot this year together, and we believed we could do it. And, I mean, I hated districts, but whatever. And I'm just really going to miss the other 5 seniors because I loved playing with them, and I'm never going to have that opportunity again. And juniors were always fun. Sophomores, I'm going to miss playing with Lex a lot because I'm never going to get to do that. And I loved Allison. And all the freshmen, I'm just going to miss everybody. And I wish them the best of luck next year. And good. I definitely am going to cry at the graduation ceremony, just looking at all my teammates and thinking that we'll never be able to play together anymore. It'll be a It'll touch me.
Well, I'm absolutely going to miss everyone as well, especially, well, everyone. And I'm done. I hate being in front of the camera.
That was